In this video, I will show you a trick to square two-digit numbers pretty quickly. And with practice, you can square any two-digit number quickly using this trick. So I will illustrate this trick using a couple of examples. So let's start with example 1. Let's say that I want to do 45 squared. So think about 45 squared as 45 times 45. So for the first 45, we will want to either round it up or round it down to a multiple of 10. For example, I can round this 45 down to 40. To do that, I need to subtract 5 from this 45. 45 minus 5 is 40. If I subtract 5 from this 45, then I will need to add the exact same amount to the other 45. So this 45 here, I need to add 5 to it. And so that's 45 plus 5, that's going to be 50. And so the next step is to multiply these two rounded numbers here. So 40 times 50, we can do it pretty easily. 4 times 5 is 20. And then we just need to put the 2 zeros at the end. So that's going to be 2,000. And then to get the final answer, the amounts that you add and subtract to the original numbers, that's 5 here. What we want to do is we want to square it. So 5 squared is 25. And we will add it to the 2,000 here. And so 2,000 plus 25 is going to be 2,025. And so the final answer is 45 squared is equal to 2,025. So that's the trick. Let's do a few more examples using the same technique here. So example 2. Let's say I want to do 17 squared. Again, we're going to think about 17 squared, 17 times 17. And so we notice that the first number, the first 17 here, we can round it up to 20 by adding 3 to it. So 17 plus 3 here, that's going to give us 20. And so if I add 3 to that, I need to subtract the exact same amount to the second 17. So the second 17 here, I would minus 3. So 17 minus 3, that's going to be 14. And then the next step is to multiply the 20 and the 14. And again, we can do it pretty easily. 2 times 14, that's 28. And I just need to put a 0 at the end, so that's 280. And then the amount that we add and subtract to the original number, that's 3. 3 squared is 9. So I would add the 9 to the 280. And so that's going to give me 289. And so the final answer to the problem, 17 squared, is 289. Okay, let's do another example. Final example here. This is example 3. Let's say we want to do 31 squared. Now, let's take about, I'll say, 5 to 7 seconds for you to try it using this method. So try to do this in your head using the method I just showed you and see how it goes. Let's take about 5 to 6 seconds. All right, so did you get 961? If you get 961, that's great. So let me show you how the method works in this example here. So 31 squared, again, we think about it as 31 times 31. I'm going to draw it horizontally here. So 31 here, I notice that I can round it down to 30. And in order to round down to 30, I need to subtract 1, which means that for the second 31, I need to add 1 to that. So that becomes 32. And then I multiply the 30 and 32. 30 times 32, 3 times 32 will be 96, and I'll just put a 0 at the end, so that's 960. And then all I need to do is to think about the quantity that I add and subtract to the original number. That's 1. If I square that, I got 1. So all I need to do now is just to add 1 to the 960 here, and so I get 961 as my final answer. Okay, I hope it makes sense, and I hope that this trick can help you square any 2-digit numbers in your head pretty quickly. Let me give you a couple of exercises to practice this trick here. So exercises. Number 1 is 65 square. Number 2 is 96 square. And number 3 is 42 square. So try it. Try these with the trick that I just showed you, and let me know how it goes in the comments. In the next video, I will explain why these tricks actually work. Thank you.